I had no other ambition. I had no other thought process of doing anything other than this is what I had to do. This is what I was put here to do. I knew that from very early on, and I thought anything that hits me at this point, well, I'm just gonna have to keep going because I don't wanna have to go back and say, well, I didn't make it. And I also thought, well, I don't wanna get to be 50 and say I didn't try. So if at least by the time I'm 50 and I'm still trying, I'm still trying. It started really early on. I was about 10 years old. My dad was a big movie buff. We watched The Exorcist for the first time. I remember watching my dad's reactions to the movie more than I watched the movie itself. That was an instant for me. His reactions to the movie were so powerful for me that I realized that's what I want to do with my life. I want to make people react like that. I want to feel like that. I want them to feel that kind of reaction. At 10, I got a camera, and I'm the oldest of 4 brothers, so we were kind of a unit. I would start shooting them, making them jump out windows, jump off our roof, which my parents were all at work while this was going on. So you can imagine when my mom came home and found mattresses in the yard and me and my brothers jumping from roofs, it was not a very good thing. I was going to the TV production in school, so I was on the news, I was handling the camera and trying to learn all that kind of stuff. But I learned very early on that TV, any kind of broadcasting was not really for me, that I really loved more of the storytelling of which movies were. I didn't go into the school saying that I had to learn how to be a director. I always felt like being a director was an instinct. I never felt like that's something that I could learn. I always felt like it was something that I wanted to pursue, but I wanted to know the aspects of filmmaking. My time at Full Sail, I really tried to focus on the equipment. I need to know how the camera works, I need to know how the grips work, I need to know how the electrics work, how everybody's moving, so that way I could understand what they were doing and be able to talk their language and not look like a complete idiot on set. And that was a big thing for me. There's so much creativity in making a movie that it's not just my vision for the movie. There's so many people that come into this and have an idea or have this thought or what they think could be cool. And for me, that's exciting because I love working with people. I love people in general. I like being around people. I like to talk. And so to hear people talk about my vision and expanding on my vision and to hear them get excited about that, I love that. But it was a process even to get to Full Sail, which is funny because it's sort of a process in movies. And so I had to learn really early on. Even getting into the school, for me, was a process. And so it sort of mirrors how my experience has been with movies. Is, it's taking me time, it's taking me years, but at the end of the day, it's worked. The first time I was on set with Bruce was surreal. I went home and called my brother immediately because we were Bruce Willis diehard fans. We watched Die Hard every Christmas. That was our thing. And as you can imagine, when we were making movies as kids, that was sort of our, what we looked at when we were trying to do things. And so I remember calling my brother, John, for the first time and just saying, dude, Bruce Willis is here, and I'm telling him what to do. And it was awesome. I mean, we both were just like, yeah, it's happening. He showed up on set the first day, and it was a huge fight sequence, and he's in this giant gun battle with everybody in the room, and he's taking out like 3 people at once. And it was just something that I was, completely taken back by for the first, 10 minutes before I had to get real. But there's certain days where I sit here and I think, wow, this is a long way. I'm, sitting on this set in general where we are and how we did this. I mean, we literally gutted this place and built this from the ground up. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, everything in here is our movie. So that's something, I was never able to do. So it was always having to be in someone's house or can we borrow that? I promise we won't break it. So now I get to what? Oh, I get to break that if I want it. I get to bust through that window if I want. I get to throw down that door if I want. Sure. We're just trying to keep moving up budget-wise, keep making the leap to the next level, and try to, at some point, make movies with, Star Wars. I don't know. We'll see. There's got to be a Star Wars 50, right? I mean, that's me.